Today our topic is the best ways to start your Stoic journey. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life by focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. It is not about being emotionless or cold. It is about finding peace and strength in the face of challenges. If you want to start your Stoic journey, the first step is to understand the basic ideas of Stoicism. The Stoics believe that the key to happiness is not in external things like money, fame, or power, but in how we think and react to the world around us. They taught that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond to it. This is a powerful idea because it means that no matter what happens, we always have a choice in how we react. To begin your Stoic journey, start by reading the works of the great Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca. These thinkers wrote about how to live a good life, and their words are still relevant today. Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor who wrote a book called Meditations, which is full of practical advice on how to stay calm and focused in difficult situations. Epictetus was a former slave who became a philosopher, and he taught that we should focus on what is within our control and let go of what is not. Seneca was a Roman statesman and writer who wrote about how to deal with anger, fear, and other emotions. Reading their works will give you a solid foundation in Stoic philosophy and help you understand how to apply it to your own life. Another important step in your Stoic journey is to practice self-reflection. The Stoics believe that we should regularly examine our thoughts and actions to see if they align with our values. This means taking time each day to think about what you did well and what you could have done better. You can do this by keeping a journal where you write down your thoughts and reflections. For example, at the end of each day, you could ask yourself questions like, did I act with kindness and fairness today? Or did I let my emotions control me? By reflecting on your actions, you can learn from your mistakes and make better choices in the future. One of the central ideas of Stoicism is the concept of Amor Fati, which means love of fate. This means that we should accept everything that happens to us, both good and bad, as if we had chosen it ourselves. This does not mean that we should be passive or not try to improve our lives. It means that we should accept the things we cannot change and focus on how we can grow from them. For example, if you lose your job, instead of feeling angry or hopeless, you can see it as an opportunity to find a new path or learn new skills. By accepting what happens to us, we can find peace and strength even in difficult situations. Another important practice in Stoicism is to focus on the present moment. The Stoics believe that worrying about the past or the future only causes unnecessary stress and anxiety. Instead, we should focus on what we can do right now to improve our lives and the lives of those around us. This means being fully present in whatever you are doing, whether it is working, spending time with loved ones, or simply enjoying a quiet moment alone. By focusing on the present, you can find joy and contentment in the simple things in life. A key part of Stoicism is learning to control your emotions. The Stoics believe that emotions like anger, fear, and jealousy are often caused by our own thoughts and perceptions, not by external events. For example, if someone insults you, it is not the insult itself that makes you angry, but your thoughts about the insult. By changing the way you think about things, you can change the way you feel. This does not mean that you should suppress your emotions or pretend that you do not feel them. It means that you should recognize them and choose how to respond. For example, if you feel angry, you can take a deep breath and remind yourself that getting angry will not solve the problem. Instead, you can choose to respond with calmness and rationality. Another important practice in Stoicism is to practice gratitude. The Stoics believe that we should be grateful for what we have, even if it is not perfect. This means taking time each day to think about the things you are thankful for, whether it is your health, your family, or simply the fact that you have food to eat and a place to sleep. By focusing on what you have, rather than what you lack, you can find contentment and happiness in your life. Gratitude also helps you to appreciate the small things in life that you might otherwise take for granted. One of the most challenging aspects of Stoicism is learning to let go of things that are beyond your control. The Stoics believe that we should focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. This means letting go of things like other people's opinions, the weather, or the past. For example, if you are worried about what other people think of you, you can remind yourself that their opinions are beyond your control and that you should focus on being the best version of yourself. By letting go of things that are beyond your control, you can free yourself from unnecessary stress and anxiety. Another important practice in Stoicism is to prepare for adversity. The Stoics believe that we should not be surprised when things go wrong. Instead, we should expect it and be prepared to handle it. This means thinking about the challenges you might face and how you will respond to them. For example, if you are worried about losing your job, you can prepare by saving money, learning new skills, or networking with other professionals. By preparing for adversity, you can face it with confidence and resilience. Finally, one of the best ways to start your Stoic journey is to practice Stoic exercises in your daily life. This means applying the principles of Stoicism to real-life situations. For example, if you are stuck in traffic, instead of getting frustrated, you can use it as an opportunity to practice patience and acceptance. Or if you are facing a difficult situation at work, you can use it as an opportunity to practice calmness and rationality. By practicing Stoic exercises, you can strengthen your Stoic mindset and make it a natural part of your life. In conclusion, starting your Stoic journey is about learning to focus on what you can control, accepting what you cannot, and finding peace and strength in the face of challenges. By reading the works of the great Stoic philosophers, practicing self-reflection, focusing on the present moment, controlling your emotions, practicing gratitude, letting go of things beyond your control, preparing for adversity, and applying Stoic principles to your daily life, you can begin to live a more peaceful, content, and fulfilling life. Remember, Stoicism is not about being perfect or never feeling emotions. It is about learning to respond to life's challenges with wisdom, courage, and resilience. So take the first step on your Stoic journey today and see how it can transform your life for the better.